Well, President Trump is praising a vote late last night in the Senate. Lawmakers passed a Republican budget resolution that would set the stage for debate later this year to dramatically overhaul the U.S. tax code.
The yeas are 51. The nays are 49.
The Senate cast a mostly party-line vote to approve a $4 trillion budget Thursday night. President Trump laid out the significance of the vote on Twitter. This now allows for the passage of large-scale tax cuts and reform, which will be the biggest in the history of our country.
We have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to replace a failing tax code that holds Americans back with one that actually works for them.
This budget makes room for a tax reform plan that would add about $1.5 trillion to the federal deficit over 10 years. And it allows Senate Republicans to pass tax reform without a Democratic filibuster, meaning they won't need the usual 60 votes, just 51. Democrats say the GOP tax proposal benefits the wealthiest Americans the most.
Essentially, it green lights tax breaks for the super wealthy in this country at the expense of everybody else.
House Speaker Paul Ryan told CBS this morning that they will introduce a new tax bracket designed to keep the tax cuts from benefiting the top 1%.
Once we get that budget resolution, that tells us how our numbers will work. Then we'll introduce the bill, which will have that fourth bracket designed to make sure we don't have a big drop in income tax rates for high-income people.
House Speaker Ryan also said his goal is to get a tax reform bill out of the House in early November, giving the Senate several weeks to consider and pass it before the end of the year.
And the whole point of getting tax reform done, increase people's paychecks, higher wages, faster economic growth, which gets us a healthier economy and more jobs.
Independent Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont said in the Senate Thursday that, quote, "This is not a bad budget bill. It is a horrific budget bill." The House vote could happen as early as next week.